Well, here's one more video about marking sentences for diagramming, as well as marking the sentence patterns. So if you've seen the other two, you've already seen what we've done here, where we're marking three things. When it says mark the sentence for diagramming, there's three basic things you're doing. You're marking the subject and the verb two times, subject one time. You're drawing any arrows for adjectives or adverbs. It's describing the verb, it's an adverb. If it's describing a noun, it's an adjective. All right? And then you're marking the sentence pattern, whatever it is. There are different sentence patterns you can have. You can have a subject, action, verb. You can have a subject, action, verb, DO for direct object. You can have a subject, being verb. You can have a subject, linking verb, predicate adjective pattern, or a subject linking verb, predicate nominative. Okay? The difference here is if there's something connecting back to the subject that's an adjective, it's a predicate adjective. If it's linked back to the subject and it's a noun, it's a predicate nominative. It's a being verb. Okay, the same words, linking verbs are the same words. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Any of those words can link. But if there's nothing there being linked, we just call it a being verb. So if there is no predicate adjective or predicate nominative, then we'll just put being verb. If there is a predicate adjective or predicate nominative with one of those words, then of course it's a linking verb. So let's look at one more sentence. Sam was urgent in his reply to me. So first, subject, verb. Find the verb first, though. Is something happening? There's not really some action happening, but I do see a word that should pop out at you that's on our list. Yes, it's the word was. Was is a verb. Who was? Sam was. Vertical line separating the subject from predicate. Okay? Now, anything else in this sentence? Any other nouns, pronouns, adjectives? In his reply. A reply is a thing and is a noun. So you could say whose reply? His reply to me. Me is a person, but there's nothing describing it. Okay. Okay. So not a lot there. What is urgent? Does urgent describe or modify something? Look. Who is urgent? Sam's urgent. So urgent is describing Sam. It's going back to the subject and it's being linked. It's coming after the verb, but it's referring to the subject. And remember, there's two things that do that. Predicate adjectives or predicate nominatives. And since it's a descriptive verb describing, it's not a noun, it's an adjective, it's a predicate adjective. So we have our subject, we have our verb. Since it is linking something back, it is a linking verb. Again, if there was nothing there, then we would call it a predicate nominative. But since it's describing the subject, it's actually, it's describing the subject, it's a predicate adjective. In this sentence down here, similar. Here's a verb that's on our list. Here's our subject, who is, Sam is, right? Sam is My friend Sam is what? Sam is my friend and creator of a new game. See that? Sam is friend. Sam is creator. Sam is both of those things. So we draw an arrow. We draw an arrow back to the subject there. And we also draw an arrow back to the subject for this one. So we're going to go from creator back to the subject. Sometimes the arrows can just kind of run into each other. So there's actually a compound renaming the subject. I like to say Sam is equal to friend. Is, when we think of is, think of something being equal. Sam is friend. Sam is creator. He's both of those things. These are both predicate because they're being linked with this verb back to the subject, and they're nouns, so they're predicate nominatives. Or sometimes I've heard someone say predicate noun. Going back because they're on the predicate part of the sentence, but they're renaming the subject. Different than this one, where it's an adjective. This one, they're nouns. And of a new game, here's another noun. And look, there's adjectives describing a game. This is easier for you to do than me when I'm recording at the same time. And then, look, new game. A game, new game. A is always an adjective, a, and, or the, if it comes in front of a noun. And new, what kind of game? New game. And there we have it. So, when we diagram this sentence, though, this one here, you'll do the same thing you do where you'd put your subject here. You put your verb after it, is. And just like direct object that we did up here, comes you diagram it there after the verb. But if it's a predicate nominative or predicate adjective, you draw a slanted line, not a straight up and down line, not a vertical line, and you make it after it. Now, since there's two predicate nominatives, that's when we draw our rocket ship. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much room there. And so we could put friend. He's friend. And he's creator both. He's creator of a game. He made his own game. What do you think about that? So he is both those things. And again, this is kind of reminds you of an arrow going back to the subject. Okay? There are adjectives here as well. My friend. Just notice that. My friend. Okay? So we'll put my there. You could put my there. My camera's going up there, but here we are. My, see there? There. Sam is friend, creator, my friend. And you can put, I've told them that they can put the word and here when it's joining these two words. Okay? And you do the same thing, but the video's getting long, but you do the same thing here. Sam was. So Sam was in that one. And then you'd put urgent here. You wouldn't have that because you just have one. And you diagram it that way. Again, prepositional phrases of a new game. We don't have to diagram those yet. And there you have it. I hope this was help to someone today with marking the sentence, finding the subject verb, finding the adjectives or adverbs, drawing arrows, and then marking the sentence pattern. Looks like I didn't actually. It's so easy. to get something wrong. Always double check. Do I have everything there? See, I had to put my S there, didn't I? And then what kind of verb is this? It's also a linking verb, okay? And then here's the predicate nominative that those are. S, linking verb, predicate adjective. S, linking verb, predicate nominatives. Hope this helps you. If it does, let me know. And you take care, work hard, and learn something new every day. Bye now.